Hey there, are you ready for me to... Wow, what happened with you? I leave you alone for 5 minutes and this is what I come back to? No, I'm just... Um... You want to talk about it? Or just... Oh, one of those days, huh? I see. Well, I shall keep you company then. How about that? Or just... Why not? You know, over thousands of years I have been here on this dirt ball, tending to humans and tempting them. My point is that I can shine a little wisdom on your direction if you want, little human. Even if I'm not the most perfect person or entity to comfort you, I can still be comforting, if you know what I mean. If nothing else, I'm just here, an extra shoulder to cry on. Not literally though, I don't do that though, because this was expensive, and I'm pretty sure water will either stain it or shrink it. So yeah, I'm not the one you should literally cry on. What was that? Well, the first one was, you don't kick a person who's already on the floor or already down. Yeah. Why is it surprising? I see. Do you remember what I told you the first time we met? Yeah, other than that I'm here to mess with you. I told you that we are not just pure evil and the angels are just pure good. It's amazing how I do have to repeat things again and again. Anyway, so we have something, I think humans like to call it a morally grey area. Really, why would I lie? I am not here to lie. I am able to comfort you to a certain degree. Of course, maybe not as much as an angel would be able to, but I am pretty sure I cannot do that in such a short notice, so I can certainly try, and maybe you will feel better. Although you didn't tell me what's the problem, if I can give some sort of general support, if nothing else, or a comforting silence, if that is what you need. It might be a bit... why not? Do you want me to sit somewhere else? And not next to you on the bed? If that makes you uncomfortable, then... Oh, no. You like me here. Then I shall stay. So like I said, yes, I am here for that reason too. But I see when there's a problem, and I don't want to hurt you more than I should for fun. And I see this time I shouldn't be hard on you. Or not that much. You know, why is always a good question, but also a very generic one. Why am I here? Why is this happening to you? And so on. If you allow me, let me just shine a little advice your way, human. Let's think about it this way. In your life, no matter what people think, you actually control an insanely small amount of things. Technically, the only thing you control is the effort you put into things and how you perceive things. Or if you learn from them, and that's really it. Well, other than, small things like what you eat and sort. Well, maybe there is a couple of other small things too that gives no real significance to your life other than maybe have a second serving of your favorite food or not. However, everything else is out of your control as a human being on this planet. You can't change people's mind, nor you should try to do that. Other people are not your problem to a point where you need to worry about how to change them or what they think about you. You can, but does it really worth it? If you need to change people around you to take you more seriously, like you more, don't leave you, or think you are one way while they think you are not. That's not your job to do so. You don't need to do that. Not to mention, them seeing you in one light where you are not says more about them as a person than it says about you. And things, well, that's another topic entirely. Most of the work you put in could be just that. You put your soul into it, but someone who doesn't care get whatever they want. That's life. Listen to me, human. Your time on this planet is so incredibly short. So short to a point where it is nothing more than a blink of an eye. The amount of humans I saw come and go, you wouldn't believe it. Neither would you their life path, if I would tell you. Some had it easy to a point you wouldn't believe, while others went through hell before they finished their journey on this realm. I know people say this always, someone whose life is harder, and while it is true, I don't understand the concept saying it to a person who is already down, They are aware, let's just say that, but they don't need that right now. I wouldn't say that to you simply because at this moment you don't need it. You're aware, but it doesn't make your struggles any less valid, so to speak. Your battles are your own. Yes, some have it harder, some have it way easier. I still wouldn't invalidate the things you go through, But if I could give you an advice, be it this one. Learn to let go things that aren't in your control. Make the most of what you have right here. Give the most to things you try. And if you fail, at least you know. Better trying and failing than not trying and later on wondering what if. I saw so many people asking the same question, Even when I was just a quiet observer. What if I did this? What if I did that? What if I fell in love with this person? What if is one of the saddest questions out there, if you ask me. Because it always leads to nothing else but regret, and rarely to any actions. Most humans I saw in my time on Earth, and trust me, 14,000 years is a long time, ask the same questions, or say the same things. I don't know if I should do this or do that. What if it doesn't work out? What if I fail? At least you tried. Isn't that better? And instead of what if it doesn't work out, why not ask what if it does? And at least, you tried. Isn't knowing that you gave 100% and then something just isn't for you, but then you can close down that chapter better than just thinking what would have happened if. You can learn from it. You can grow from it. You know it. Well, that is a good question too. Sometimes we do give 100% and still not be good enough. But something just isn't for you then. Sometimes you just suck at things. I'm sorry, but sometimes it happens. I tried a couple of human things I'm awful at. The point is, sometimes admitting defeat isn't a bad thing, because sometimes things aren't just meant for you. That's all. You can let them go, you can let those things go, and then move on. The things that are meant for you will give you a huge amount of joy, and if things or someone is meant for you, they will stay in your life, or you will be good at things if they were meant for you. So take your chances, and if nothing else, at least you know. I truly believe that trying and failing is way better than just waiting for your turn for something to happen to you. And in the end, all you have to look back is just being the one who waited and nothing happened to them. What about people? I see. People are different. I said you can't control people. You can't, no matter what you do. You can try, and they will throw a hissy fit. You can try to change them, but they won't, no matter how many times you beg them, or how many chances you give them. Some people aren't capable of change, you know. This is why I don't understand the, bad boy, bad girl, I can fix them. No, you don't. In some very rare cases, yes. But let's be honest. Most people are incapable of change. You can tell them, reason them, try and teach them, but they won't change no matter what. It's wired into humans. Your brain's either incapable of change or too lazy. Or takes a loads of effort to change. Comfort zones are called for that for a reason. Because it's easier, and why would I change when the other can, you know? I heard it from a very clever person centuries ago, and I saw what they meant over the years, which was, don't set yourself on fire for someone who can't see a light. There's only so much you can do, you know? You're not here to change the world, unless the world is in right here, in your head or in your heart. Or like people who pass by you and look at you and make a face. Who cares what they think? You will see them once, probably never again. Let them look. I told one of the humans I have haunted or taunted that if whatever you wear that day doesn't piss off someone, does it even worth getting dressed for? Unless you have a, you know, like a work uniform, like there's rules and such. But other than that, who cares what they think? Let them look and think whatever they want to. They have eyes for looking. But don't try and save them, you know? But back to it, what I was saying, don't try and save people. You can't wake up people, you can't save them if they don't want to. You can't make them see what you see. Not to mention, you cannot change them. Unfortunately, that's just life. You have people come and go in your life. Someone is here for a lesson to teach you to love yourself more, or to see a different angle or perspective, or to see that this is your type, or the opposite. You can't control this event. Interesting point. If people meet because they're meant to meet, it is a possibility. It's possible that two people for no reason or the other have to meet. Now, it doesn't need to be, you know, in a romantic relationship. It can be just friendship. A very good one. They are in your life because you two are meant to meet. I do believe that. And I saw it happen all the time. People who become friends in random events. I saw enemies turn into lovers, friends to enemies. Everything you can imagine under the sun. And I do believe people will meet if they are meant to teach each other something. Or just to finally see another perspective because they were stuck for a long time. See, I don't know that. It could be possible, you see. Kind of similar to what I said, that they're meant to teach you. Some is good, some is bad. Souls meeting before coming here and agreeing to show or experience something together. Now, I don't know about that, but I do know that you need to use your time here wisely. What about them? Oh, my dear little human. Mistakes are part of the human experience. Nobody is perfect. Like, not even demons. I tell you, not even angels. You will make mistakes. More than you even know. I saw other humans think the same, or say the same, but I made a mistake. It's part of the human experience. You need mistakes and friction. You need hardship to shape your soul so that you're able to make decisions and try again and again and again. It sucks that pain have to be a way for growth. But, okay, let me put it into another perspective for you, little human. What if, just like a hero's journey, you make mistakes to get yourself ready for something way better to come? Just like the hero whose journey takes them to their ultimate reward. Let's see, make it a sword, like Excalibur. The best. Only this hero can yield it. Don't you think that all the heroes' struggle, the times they had to fight, led them to be able to handle such power? Without the journey they took, the hardship, the fights, loss, they might not be able to take care of this sword or wield it as it should be, or a magic artifact that holds significant power. Without the journey of the hero, they wouldn't know how to handle such artifacts. It might corrupt them to do wrong with its power, but because they went through what they went through, they can handle whatever this artifact have to offer, bad or good, power beyond imagination. So make those mistakes, get your hand messy, try things out, and then learn from them. Learn from the mistakes you have made and move on. If you keep looking back to the past to see all your mistakes and bad decisions, you won't see your future, human. You will just live in the past, never to learn from it, never to actually take the first step towards realizing that you cannot change it. You will just live in regrets and what ifs. No matter what you think of it, the past is the past. The only thing you should gain from it is knowledge and wisdom, and from that you can change the ending of your story. Looking back at the past won't do that. Experience it, learn from it, and move on for a brighter future. Return stronger than ever and keep going. And at the end of your journey, you will know if it's worth it. I believe that if you make mistakes and learn from them, to never make them again, to grow from them, then it was worth making them. Now, obviously not talking about, killing someone or seriously injuring another, but just in general small mistakes or what-ifs. Just some regular mistakes. I think a life like this, it was better than just looking at the past, hoping to change the outcome while your hair turned grey and your years go past by. And then you will have nothing else but regret. So like I said, make those mistakes, take those chances, learn from them, and in the end, I hope you will tell me all about it when I visit you one last time before you pass your human experience to the next one. Oh, I can't tell you that. Besides, I don't know. I am bound to earth and hell. You know what? Sure. When it's your time, and if I have to leave you to your life before that, I will find you and listen to all your stories. If I am not already with you, that is, of course. But then, I will make sure to listen to all your stories, human. Just hope you will take my advice, I read something interesting once, and I agree. I don't usually say these. I read someone say that nobody sees you that deep down in the dark, like your own demons. And with me being here, I think it is true. The amount of suffering I saw in my time here. But one thing that I learned is how resilient humans are. Most fell down and get up again and again and again. Their knees might be scraped and bloody, maybe their bone is showing, but they get up again and again, stronger, maybe a bit broken, if they experience something that takes a huge toll on their soul, but they shine the brightest when they get up. The broken pieces are lined with gold and they sparkle like the ocean in the sun, or like a disco ball. You laugh now, but aren't those made of thousands of broken pieces of glasses too? You just see how beautiful they shine when the right light hits on those pieces. This is what it's all about, you know, the human experience. It's not for every soul, I must say, but you handle it well. So keep shining, my little human.